99X Gorillas. It's Clint Eastwood. Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy. Jimmy's here for the whole show. And you want to feel even more 99X-ish? Jill is back. Her first show was last night, 7 to midnight. You can catch Jill. Planet Jill starts next week on 99X. Did you hear her last night?
I didn't hear her last night, but I will tell you, a friend of mine saw her at, I guess she was at the Sean Mullins show.
Yeah.
And was like, hey, is she single? What's her deal?
Oh, she's got...
Yeah, I know.
She has dating stories for miles,
Ooh.
is what I hear from Queen.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah.
I need to get some of those.
She looks great, by the way.
She looks exactly the
wonderful.
same.
Excited to have her back.
That's great.
So what's going on, JB?
So, you know, every week we're seeing fights on airplanes, right?
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And usually it's because people's nerves are frayed, and you've got people traveling who don't usually travel. But often, right, wouldn't you agree that the airlines have somewhat fanned the flames? They've put seats closer together. The flight attendants seem to be a little more irritable.
True.
So the airlines are a little bit to blame. And I found one, I came across another area of aggravation the other day when we were flying back. So I'm sitting there on the plane, and there's a baby kicking me.
First class?
Behind. No, not first class. From Chicago, that's a waste of money.
That's subjective.
You don't spend that kind of money.
I'm just
for
trying to get a picture.
And 10-minute flight.
I'm just trying to get a picture.
No, I rarely fly.
You could have been upgraded.
I only get upgraded to maybe Comfort Plus.
Okay.
So there's a child kicking my seat, and I'm just kind of, ignoring it, and for like 5 minutes.
This is WWBD. You should have exercised.
What would Barnes do? That's right.
That moment.
So here's the thing. Here's where the airlines, there is a blind spot that they have created. All right. I turn around, and it's not a child kicking my seat. It's not even someone kicking my seat. It's some dude behind me who's playing trivia on the screen, which is a touch screen.
Whoa.
And, the touch screens, they're not, very sensitive, so you got to really pound them. So it's a dude who's playing trivia the whole thing, and he's boink, 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 boink on the back of my head, and my head is shooting forward like that.
Did you say something?
And, first I kind of, give the look, not a full look, but the move where the person behind can see that you're looking around.
Wait, so you gave him the side eye between the seat, or did you do the crane yourself out around the aisle and look at him?
Well, I was in the middle seat, unfortunately. So I craned my head towards between the two seats, but not so that I made actual eye contact, but so that he could see
a pass by.
It was kind of.
You were irritated.
I was very irritated.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't know. It was like I have no problem when it's a kid. Okay, because you can kind of turn around, and then the parent will generally tell the kid, hey, Justin, stop kicking, we'll be able to control the kid or not, but the parent can do something. But I've never had a case where I've had to tell an adult, hey, can you stop playing trivia?
On my head.
Right, on my... You're
just being
on my head!
An aggressive tapper.
But then what happens is my whole family gets mad at me. My family gets mad at me if I speak up about something that, in any situation.
Really?
Well, Kira doesn't, but the kids hate when we speak up against any situation where we are being wronged.
Yeah.
Don't embarrass me, Dad.
That's not good. They need to learn that you should speak up for yourself.
Absolutely. If we'll get the wrong thing at a restaurant. Okay, or the food will literally come out cold. We'll say, hey, this is free. Kira got a piece of fish at a restaurant the other day because we order it rare, but there was still ice inside the fish.
That's rare.
That's very rare.
Very rare.
And they're like, oh, you're going to
Don't say anything.
They're embarrassing us. No. So what would you have done in that case?
Well, it's kind of the airline's fault, right, for bad technology.
That's what I'm saying. The airlines are creating these problems. So what would you have done?
I would like to know what you would do, Barnes.
I probably would say something to the flight attendant to get miles because they will give them to you. I've been trained to know that if you, or I would use AI to write a complaint after, and they will give you miles.
But they only give you like 5,000 miles.
They
don't give
5
you anything.
to 30. I mean, I've gotten if that internet goes out a second, I'm like, bing.
You can't get
I've never
30,000
done that.
miles for a guy playing
Guys,
trivia on your head.
I've never even thought about that.
Yeah, you do get that. But.
Use AI and literally say, write a complaint letter about the guy behind me poking the seat playing trivia. It will write you 3 paragraphs formally, and you just send it off and wait for your miles. I'm telling you.
Is that a travel hack, Barnes?
It kind of is.
Well, yeah, a little bit. Yeah. And if you're flying on a mileage ticket, it's even best. You know.
Okay, here's a question for both of you, and then I want you to answer it for me. Okay, so this came up over the weekend. This is perfect timing to ask you this question. There's a new service in Atlanta that is like it's a airport lounge on steroids. Have you heard of it?
Yes, I've seen this.
Okay, it's a membership.
Yes.
You join for, I'm going to give you a loose number because I don't know the exact, $1,200 a year, okay?
That's it?
$1,200 and $800 a leg. So,
What?
Well, that.
So
yes.
you pay
A leg?
Yes.
You pay on your flight. If it has, if you're going to go in and out using it, you would pay both directions.
Leslie's thinking it depends on how many legs you have.
For both your legs.
I have 2 legs, so that's $1,600.
I'm like,
she's doing the math. A flight leg, Leslie. A flight leg.
Why would you pay extra?
I'm a war veteran, a guy with a Purple Heart. Yeah, only $800 because you got 1 leg.
Okay. All right. So
Wait a second. Why would you pay extra?
if you want to come in and use the service.
Yes.
$800?
I've seen this.
Are you following? Yeah, I'm not kidding you. So there's a certain rock star that may or may not been on our show yesterday. Who I don't want to give names, but he pays for this service.
Oh, he's a member of this?
He's a member, and he brought it up, and I said, "Are you crazy? Really?" He goes, "Yeah, man, I do not want to mess with, the dude tapping the seat when I get on earlier. I don't want to. I want to get as streamlined." I was like, "But if you just go to the Sky Club, I mean, get your food, have a drink, then get on the plane." No. So he pays the $1,200 for the year and then $800 something to go down and sit in this place for whatever time. Would you ever pay it?
Yes. If I flew that much and had that type of money, look, we all know.
Won't pay for an upgrade.
Okay, wait a minute. I will pay for anything that significantly makes my life better. Okay?
Wow.
I will. Yes, I will. And look at, I'll give you an example. Kira, we had an argument about this the other day. She does the off-airport parking thing. The lot off airport. I won't do that. I don't like that. It's a big pain in the neck to me.
I disagree.
I mean, when I get off the plane, there's only one place I want to go, and that's to my house. I don't want to then take a bus.
Dude, international terminal, park and fly, park easy,
I don't
rest easy.
I don't want to do any of that. I'll take
Valet.
an Uber.
5 minutes. Anyway.
Whatever. Anyway, sidetrack. Yes, because if you have the kind of money where, let's say, $800 a leg is nothing.
But you're talking about 20 minutes sitting with some cold shrimp. But you won't even pay the $100 to get in first class.
But people who fly as much as
Jimmy,
that guy does, who don't want to be bothered also by people, because it's essentially, Leslie, it's like a private terminal, right?
Yes,
it's like a private airline terminal, and you get shuttled to the plane. So I'm
actually really shocked that you would do this, JD.
Shocked. You'll pay for all that, but you get pissed at the guy playing trivia in your middle seat and coach. I mean,
yeah, because he's bothering me.
But you could have avoided that by $100 to go to first class.
What? Okay, tell me, in what world is it $100 to go to first class?
Some flights it would be.
No, it is never $100.
Maybe a few.
If it was $100, I would do it.
Sometimes to LA it's $579, and then I can find a first class for $779.
I have never seen that ever.
I'm telling you,
but it's not. But because it doesn't bother me that much.
Leslie,
it doesn't bother me that.
Would you do it?
For $800, I could buy a brand new, gorgeous new handbag. No.
But you guys, you know people who have that kind of money,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so for that kind of money, let me tell you, you just said you'd pay $100 for first class, right?
I would pay more than that, but
You pay $200 for first class. Your $200 is the same as his $800.
No, but it's in a
Yes, it
different
is.
context.
No, it's not. He's paying his $800 means to him what $200 means to you.
But he's probably paying the $800 and the $200.
Okay,
It's a
but-
package.
but-
You don't just have a miserable life half the time. If you're going to want the good stuff.
But his 800 plus 200 means that it's not important money to him. Like, it's worth it. What about you?
Yeah, Barnes, what would you do?
Absolutely not. I would not pay $800 and $1,200 a year. I might pay the $1,200 a year as much as I fly, but I'm very methodical with my airport travel.
Okay, Barnes.
Well, you're
I
a Sky
don't
Club
know-
guy.
I don't know what your income is, but let me ask you this question.
Pennies.
Okay, let's say every year you made $2 million more.
I just get a jet at that point.
Well,
on rental, like a net jet.
First of all, that's not enough. $2 million a
net
year
jets,
more, huh?
To get to be a member of one of those partial.
I mean,
I'm not talking about getting my own G5.
Okay. Either way, what I'm saying is, if you had $2 million more a year, would you then maybe consider the private terminal and the?
No, because the Clark Howard in me will not allow that frivolous. That's a crazy spend for a few minutes.
But I understand how there are people who have the kind of money that doesn't matter. Leslie, you know people who have that kind of money.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if they have the, if they have the income to do it. It just seems like a ripoff.
But you spend so much time in a plane like that guy who shall remain nameless. Nameless, who was hosting the show the other day, yesterday.
I get your point.
Nameless.
All right.
That's,
Conversation will not end. This will continue in life because, that's a lot. We have not done the U2 yet, by the way. What's up? It's coming. 99X.